And for this one here, we want to find dy dx, otherwise known as y prime. And a couple of quick reminders here. Remember that the derivative, the derivative of tangent is secant squared x. And also remember that, remember this, arc sine of x is the same thing as sine inverse of x. So these are interchangeable for the most part. It's like English and Spanish, but they mean the same thing. Two different languages, they mean the same thing. And note, while we're here, that the derivative of arc sine or of sine inverse, however you look at it, so let's see, the derivative, I'll just put, that means prime, the derivative of arc sine is, it's, if memory serves, if you open up like a textbook, if you look in the back or in the covers, or like if you find the right section, it should be 1 over the square root of 1 minus x squared. And there's a whole list of these, like arc sine, arc cosine, arc tangent. Find the appropriate page in your textbook that has all the derivatives of those inverse trig functions. But the relevant ones here are the derivative of tangent and the derivative of arc sine. So let's try the main problem. Okay, so we want y prime. So take the derivative of both sides. The derivative of y would be dy dx. Or honestly, I should have just called it y prime. I'll do that in the next step. Now, the derivative here. So do the outer layer first, because it's like a chain rule. The couple of problems we've done today, there was like a chain for most of them. The derivative of tangent is secant squared, and that stays the same. All right, so we have secant squared of the thingy, but then you multiply by the derivative of the thingy that was inside, the initial angle. So the derivative of arc sine, based on what the discussion we had a moment ago, was 1 over the square root of 1 minus x squared. Now, let me tell you this. I really have a feeling that although this is the correct answer, I have a strong suspicion that the textbook or your answer key probably says something else, because this numerator can be simplified using a sophisticated technique. Please let me know if this is not what they have. If this is what they have, great. But if they have something that looks a little different, you let me know, and I'll show you how they manipulated this answer to get whatever they probably have.